everyone, I'm Ginger and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about some things going on in my life, and then I want to make comments about things going on in the world. So first, I go ahead and tell on myself because this is really funny, at least I think it is. I was reading an actual magazine the other day, not the digital type, but a real magazine. And it was one about home furnishings. And just a decor type of magazine, and this little bitty picture on a object on a desk. And I thought to myself, what is that? I really couldn't make it out. And without thinking, I just took my finger and tried to enlarge it. And I went, duh. It's a real magazine. I can't do that like I would a computer, a note thing or something, or my phone. That was funny. So I'm thinking, yeah, I've been on technology so long, I forgot how to do a paper magazine. Oh my, I thought I'd start out by saying that little story. Now I want to give a shout out to my niece. Now because I'm doing this on different social media platforms, I'm not going to say her name, but that's a double congratulations to my niece, because she graduated from college on Sunday. And then Sunday night her boyfriend proposed to her and she said yes. So that's a double congratulations. Yay! She is really excited, you can imagine. Okay, now let's see. I actually write everything down so I won't forget stuff, otherwise I will forget it. So I have been incognito, not doing a lot of social media lately, because, well, okay, I'll tell you why. About a week and a half ago, I had aha moment type of thing, maybe a shift, you could call it. But I was sitting around, and even though I'm extremely grateful for everything I have, I really am, my things that I found aesthetically pleasing, let's say, changed. And I looked around my home and was like, oh no, this isn't going to do. So I decided I was going to declutter and reorganize everything in my home. And I became laser focused. I mean, really focused on doing this. And I haven't been writing. I haven't been doing much social media. And I really haven't been doing my exercise or anything I'm really supposed to do. I'm just focused on this one thing, getting everything cleared out and done. So it's been about a week and a half doing this. And I still have a little ways to go, but I've got a lot accomplished. And I actually ordered and received a pantry cabinet. And it has to be put together because I didn't want anything fancy because it's just to store food in. And my brother's supposed to come down Friday and help me put that together. After which point I'm going to have to clear out all the cabinets in the kitchen to get everything sorted and organized. But when I was doing this is funny. I thought to myself, oh, I have plenty of cups and I have some wine glasses, but I only have one drinking glass. Seriously, in my entire place, especially with the pandemic going on, I didn't need more than one. It's just me here, but I thought, well, I might have company at some point. So I ordered 4 drinking glasses, the type to put water or different beverages in. So now I can actually have company, which hopefully happens soon now that the pandemic is starting to come down a little bit. But that's what I've been doing this week, is I have been reorganizing. And let's see, what else do I want to put down? Okay, so let's start with some actual stuff going on in the world. The big thing now is the gas. Yeah, especially in the south where I live, there was no gas in our entire section here in my county. And my brother went and found gas in a county next to us, and they had plenty yesterday. I don't know about today. And yes, the gas prices have gone up. But the name of the group was Dark Side, and they did the ransomware. And they're from Russia, and I have nothing against anyone from Russia. So if you're from Russia, I don't have anything against you. It's just that's where they happen to be from. Okay, the thing is that this Dark Side people, they came on with a statement saying, oh, basically, I mean, this isn't the exact quote, but they're basically saying, oh, we're sorry, we only wanted money. We didn't realize it would do this to your economy and it would hurt you this way. We would go for less stressful type of targets next time. Okay, that's a bunch of BS. They knew exactly what they were doing. You cannot convince me otherwise. If you're smart enough to take down the entire pipeline and hack into it, you know exactly what trouble it's going to cause. You can't say, oh, I didn't know it was going to cause trouble. You can't say, oh, I lit the couch on fire. I didn't know it was going to burn down the whole place. I mean, you can't say that. No, it doesn't work that way. They knew what they were doing, and they cannot convince me otherwise. And they're not some type of good bandits or something like Robin Hood type of characters. No, that they intended to cause trouble and destruction, and they knew exactly what they were doing. You cannot say oops after you do something. No, it doesn't work that way. So that's my opinion on that one. Okay, now next story. Instagram, they're considering and starting an age group from 13 and under and letting them have their own accounts. But they said, oh, but we will not advertise to them. Okay, I have two objections. Okay, first, I'm not naive. I realize that people 13 and under actually have Instagram accounts right now. They can pretend to be older, they're tech savvy, and they're probably already getting on. There are a bunch of them, but not all of them. Some of them do follow the rules. This is the thing about it. There's nothing to stop somebody pretending to be a child and who is actually a predator from going on there. Nothing. And this is going to happen. And that's the biggest one, especially with the sex trade industry and stuff right now, and people being able to groom children. It's not good. I do not like 13 and under being unsupervised on the internet at all, to be honest. The next one is that even though they're not advertising to the kids, they're following them. They're taking in the data. They know what they like, what they dislike, what site. They know all this stuff. They're gathering the information. So when they do become old enough, above 13, they can advertise to them. They know exactly how to target them to get them to spend their money or to do what they want them to do. And of course, this happens to all of us, but at least we're adults and we can maybe see through it. I mean, there's some people who can, I'm sure. But as a child, even when you get 14 and they're targeting you with, oh, buy the best this or this or this, and they don't have the mindset, because people don't realize that the decision part of children's brain don't finish developing in their early 20s, actually. I mean, I'm not saying someone that's 18 isn't smart or anything, but I just mean the decision part of the brain. That's why you see a lot of people maybe speeding and stuff, and of course there's some people whose decision part of the brain never develops, but I'm kidding. I mean, sometimes I think that it doesn't develop in life, but it's a different type of story. So I'm really not for 13 under having their own Instagram accounts. I believe there's other places on the internet that's already set up for children that they could go to that has safety factors in it. They could do those type of things, or they could go on Instagram with their parents, but by themselves. I'm really not for that. I'm not even for, as I said, being on the internet unsupervised at that age. There's just so much that can go wrong and so much that can happen. Okay. Oh yes, of course there's a tiger loose in Houston. The last I heard, it could be, by now they could have caught the tiger. I hope they catch the tiger. I'd be a little nervous if there's a tiger running around my community. I'd be concerned about the pets mainly. Like, could they eat one of my pets or something? I mean, seriously, a tiger running around is not a good idea, and it's not legal to have a tiger. They did catch the guy that had the tiger, or maybe he stole the tiger or something. I don't know the whole story, but yeah, having a tiger in the community we don't supposed to have a tiger is not a good idea. I mean, why do it? There's so many other type of pets you can have. Seriously, I don't understand that one. Oh yes, and this is a brand new one. This is Ellen DeGeneres' last season. She says because she needs new challenges, which might be the case, but she had a lot of trouble with staff and this, that, and the other going around, and she had a lot of attacks on her, and I wouldn't blame her if she was quitting because of that reason. I mean, I probably would if I was going through that much controversy and try a different area where I could start anew. I mean, why deal with all the hassle? Especially since she has enough money where she don't have to deal with it. So why deal with it? You know, she don't need the job. And she may be able to find something that she wants to do that expands herself and makes her happier. So I just wish her the best of luck and happiness. And yeah, I'm not for getting rid of the stress. I don't blame her on that one. And I'm not taking sides on the controversies, because you never know. This person said, that person said. I just wish her the best of luck. Well, that's what's going on in the news today. And it has been a while since I watched the Ellen Show. I used to watch it, actually. But the thing is that I'm busy during the daytime. And I don't watch a lot of TV, not in general. I have certain shows I watch. I usually go over at night and watch the news and Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy with my brother, so we can play against each other. And sometimes if my sister-in-law's there, we do that. She plays along with us, or my niece is home from college, which she'd do that with us too. But this is a thing we do together. And then I have just a very few shows I like to watch during the week, and I record them so I can skip through the commercials because I don't like to spend too much time in front of the TV. So I don't watch daytime TV. I don't do the soap operas. I don't do the talk shows. I just don't. But I used to watch her, and I enjoyed her. She's very funny. I really think she's a good host. Definitely. Okay. This is a story from the UK, but I thought it was interesting. This woman sued her former employers because they did not allow her to have pizza. They would have a pizza party each week where the employees were allowed to have pizza, but they denied her the pizza. And they awarded her $32,000. Okay, I'm glad she got it. I mean, nobody should be denied pizza ever. I mean, that's just crossing the line and going too far. But in all seriousness, I looked at the entire story. I read it, of course. And she was a receptionist working part-time for several years. And they had no problems with her, but then she was being sexually harassed, and she complained. And they found out that she was actually being sexually harassed. What she said happened. So they wrote the guy up. The guy didn't lose his job or anything, but everybody got mad at her. And that's when they decided she was not allowed to have pizza anymore. And then all of a sudden they decided, we don't need a part-time, because she was a mother at home, so she could only work part-time. They said, we need someone full-time, so they fired her, which, let's be realistic, they fired her because they was mad at her, because why else would they stop giving her pizza, and they would all turn their backs on her, and that's why they fired her. So I am so glad that she got the $32,000. I wish she would have got more, to be honest, because that's a bad way to treat people. You should not treat people badly, and just denying someone pizza, that's just wrong. I mean, I'm the type, I probably would have went on there and say, hey, I'm getting my pizza. Give me a pizza. I want it. Seriously, I'm so glad she won that suit. I mean, goodness gracious. Yep. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, this has happened within the last month. They have been slowly releasing genetically modified mosquitoes into Florida. I mean, what could go wrong? The genetically modified, yeah. They said that they cannot reproduce, and they will basically, or they can't, I believe they have relations with the mosquitoes, and then they can't reproduce or something along those lines, and it's to control the mosquito population. And then I keep thinking that Jurassic Park movie where they made the dinosaurs where they cannot genetically reproduce, but it happened anyways. Yeah. So I just imagine a lot of genetically modified mosquitoes flying around. I'm like, I hope I'm wrong on that account. That'd be bad. Yeah, I don't like the idea of, yeah, it's a scary thought. Genetically modified mosquito. Jurassic Florida. I can see it now. Oh my gosh. So, but that's what they're doing. They've been slowly releasing. They have 1 billion of them, so that's going to be a lot of mosquitoes. And they don't supposed to bite either, so at least that's good. They don't supposed to bite us. Could you imagine if they started biting us and we started getting some type of genetic superpowers? Like, like the little spiders in Spider-Man, like, genetically modified mosquitoes. All of a sudden you have genetically modified Floridians. Oh, gosh. Joking, I hope. Oh, my gosh. Let's see what else. Okay. Here's another one. This is, since it's been a pandemic and stuff, I decided I'm just going to start looking at different things on YouTube, and I was looking at etiquette because, well, I have been socially isolated for a while, and it's always good to brush up on stuff like that. And I found something I didn't know, that at a 5-star hotel, there's a order to eat your breakfast at a buffet. I'm thinking, I didn't know I was supposed to eat, I knew at dinner stuff, they bring you salad first, etc., but I'm thinking there's an order to eat a buffet. Okay, this should be interesting. So supposedly you're supposed to have your orange juice first, and then you eat any type of cold cereal or yogurt, and then you eat your hot food, and then you can have any type of bread or dessert type of thing, and coffee. So I'm sitting there thinking, wait a second, I need my coffee first thing in the morning. There's no way I'm going to eat an entire meal first thing in the morning when I'm half asleep and have my coffee last. And you don't have to eat all that food. You just take what you want if you're at a buffet, or if you're ordering it, you don't have to eat all. That's a lot of food. That'd be too much for me to eat in the morning. I'd be like, oh, don't make me eat all this food. It's 8 in the morning, stop it. So I've decided that if I win, because I put that on my list, go to a 5-star hotel, that I'm going to order coffee first. And I'm going to order up into my hotel room. If I want to do the etiquette thing, they're going to bring my coffee to my hotel room or room service. So I sit there and just zone out and drink it in private without anybody having to watch me. Because that's what I do in the morning. I drink my coffee before breakfast or anything. I just sit there and zone out. So I would do that first. And then if I don't feel like doing the adequate thing, then I would just get room service and then bring me my food. And if I happen to be with somebody who gets insulted because I'm not eating my food in the right order, then I just throw it out. No, I'm joking. That's a joke. I'm not going to throw my food at anyone. But that'd definitely be the wrong person for me. Like, I loved you, but you're having your coffee before your orange juice. It's over. Just go away. I don't need anything. Could you imagine that? That'd be awful. You're like, really? Like, oh my gosh. I really don't see that happening. Oh, that would be a terrible thing. But anyways, in seriousness though, people think of maybe etiquette being highfalutin or something, but it's not. It's just about good manners. And there are some cases where I really believe that should be practiced. And one is when people goes out to dinner at a sit-down restaurant. And this is the reason why. Because when you're sitting at a restaurant, the people sitting at the other tables, they're kind of trapped. They can't just get up and move. I mean, they could call and get another table, but if they have food in front of them, it's a big deal. And it's really hard for them to move. So they're an audience and they're trapped there. And if you're being really loud and talking really, really loud, like they can overhear you. And it's rude and it's cutting into their conversation. So you need to keep it down where people can hear you at the table, but not everyone around you can hear you. And there's also the topics you discuss. Let's say you decide you want to talk about Alzheimer's, but the people at the next table can overhear you. It just so happened that family member has Alzheimer's, and they went away for the afternoon because they just wanted not to think about it. They wanted not to have the stress. Now you're bringing it up, and you're ruining their meal for them, basically. Or maybe the COVID-19, you're talking about that, and the person just lost a family member or friend to the disease. Can you imagine how that could spoil their dinner? Yeah, so you really need to be careful with this topic. I mean, you can talk about the topics other places where you don't have a captured audience that has to overhear what you're saying. That has to do with risque topics and things of those natures too, or profanity, because the people can have children at the table next to them, or they can even be a nun or a priest. You don't know. They don't have to wear their collars and stuff in public. So you don't know who your audience are because you don't know the people at the other table. So you really need to be considerate. So everybody does. But that's an important thing. So I'm going to tell a story. Now, I don't call people out, so I'm not going to say name any names, and I'm not even going to make up a name because I really don't remember the guy's name. This is when I was in my early 20s, and I went on a blind date. And I wasn't in Tennessee at the time, so I'm not even going to tell the state because I don't believe in people being recognized. I would never do that to somebody. But a friend set me up on this blind date, and I went out, and the guy's like, oh, I got a group of friends we're going out with, so I'm pretty good at the flow. So I said, okay, I'll go out with a group of friends. We got to a seafood restaurant, and there's other people sitting at tables, and some of them has kids with them, okay? And everybody's being kind of quiet and considerate and nice about it, but the people at my table, I said barely a word. Unless somebody asked me something directly, I stayed quiet that night because I was mortified. I just want to go underneath the table. They've been extremely loud and obnoxious. I mean, everybody kept turning around staring at our table. And it wasn't just that. They ordered raw oysters, and they literally sat there, the men and women both, and they saw who could do the grossest thing with their oysters. And they did some gross stuff with their oysters. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh. Then they started telling sexual jokes out loud with the whole restaurant, including kids, could overhear it. And I was just about, oh my gosh. Say the least, I never went out with that man again. And my friend never, ever set me up with another person. Although he did apologize because he said he didn't know it was that way. Whatever. It was, yeah, so that type of thing, never do. So that's the etiquette stuff for today. Definitely. It's just, etiquette's about being polite to other people around you. Let's say, if you RSVP for a party, you show up. Simple as that. Unless it's sickness or some type of real emergency, you show up because people are expecting you. You always say hello and goodbye to the host or hostess, and because it's just polite. So etiquette to me is just being polite and considerate of other people, and try not to do stuff to embarrass them in public, and just being nice to people. That's basically all etiquette is. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't do that for some reason. So we have talked about the hotel, but I've never been to a 5-star hotel, I don't believe. But I have been to a 4-star one. I've been at a hotel once. That was nice. But that's on my to-do list. And I do not have a bucket list, because to me, a bucket list means stuff you're going to do before you die. And that's very depressing. And that's a downer. And I hate that. And I'm not going to say that. But I make myself a to-do list. And that's stuff I want to do to make myself feel alive and to make myself happy. So I would challenge everybody to make a to-do list, whatever that may be, and to try to just enjoy the life and try to do things that's going to bring some happiness into your life. And so, yeah, but bucket list, yeah, that's definitely too depressing for me. So mine is to live. So it's a to live list, things that make you feel happy and alive. All right, where's this? I'm going to do a card. I always do. It's an affirmation card. It's just a positive thought for today. And I like to mix them up because I don't know what our positive thought is going to be for today. Hopefully be something, of course they're all positive. Because they're affirmation deck, so it's going to be something good. Let's see, Daisy. Actually, that card will go in there. Oh no, it's just a kind of thing. Okay. Okay, don't take it personally. It's funny. Okay. Well, that one fell out, but maybe I should put it back in the deck anyway, even though it fell out. And number 3. I'll shuffle it one more time. And I will draw a card. Peacefulness. That's it. I got the unicorn being ridden by a rabbit. And it says peacefulness. Okay. Oh, I got 2 cards. That's funny. Okay. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Yes, I believe, yes, I don't like drama. That's for sure. Now, I don't mind people tell me their drama. If somebody has drama going on in their life, a friend has trouble or whatever, I'm happy to hear about it. I'm happy to listen to people's trouble. Well, happy sounds right word. It's not like, oh, I'm happy you're having trouble. No, I'm not happy to have trouble. I mean, I like to encourage my friends. I'm good at listening to the problems as long as it doesn't leak into my own life. I don't want any personal problem. I don't want people bringing trouble to my doorsteps type of thing. I can listen to someone's troubles all day long, but I don't want any of my own. Seriously, I do not like drama. I'm more of a peaceful type of person. So that's the way I look at it. All right, let's see. Is there anything else in the world? That's the main thing. I can't see anything else here that I had on the list. So I'll go ahead and, oh, somebody wants to say hello before we go. Okay, come here, baby. You can say hello. This is Kellen. Say hello. Hello. Kellen wants to say hi before we left. He came over here. Oh, he's such a good kitty. Yeah, he was, yeah, he's a little bit upset with me redoing everything, cleaning everything out. There's tons of stuff, and he doesn't like change. And I'm not doing wallpaper or anything. I'm not going to go to that extent because I'd be terrible at it. I mean, I'm honest about it. I would have to hire somebody if I ever did wallpaper painting. That's not my thing. Artwork is fine, but actual wallpaper painting, not my thing. So I'm just making a few little tweaks around and reorganizing, get rid of stuff. That's my thing and my goal for the week. So if anybody has anything they want to say in the comment section, if anyone has a topic they'd like me to address or a news story that they heard that they want me to talk about, please leave it in the comment section below. And until next time, peace out, peace in, peace all around. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.